Welcome to part 2 of the Interbridge and New Tricks tournament featuring Zia Mahmood. If you haven't watched the first part, do that now. We pick up the action at board 5.
So we've got Mike Holler from the US.
And money from the US.
Exactly. So my guess is that they play some very American standard system, but not sure. We'll see about that. Zia did not open 2 spades that one. The sweet quality was really bad. He's red against white, which seems like a sensible thing to do. South really want to overcall. Maybe 1-0 trump. 16 points, 4-4-3-2. A hard stopper. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't. Maybe if I play with Zia, actually Frank plays with Zia, maybe he could double. But if it's not playing with Zia, I would also beat 1-0 trump, yeah. But Frank really had a problem here.
And now West has a really nice hand. You want to beat 2.5 hearts or to introduce your clubs and then beat hearts. A lot of options. He takes the low road with 2 hearts. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, this can die here, or interesting if it go another level. I think West should beat one more time at least.
Yes, West maybe now could be the 3 clubs, which is a good description. A hard fits with good clubs.
Would Zia be done? No,
I think South would be done.
South, I think also, but Zia, I was wondering if he's cheeky or hungry. Maybe he's hungry. No, he will be defending, so.
I think he's red.
Maybe that, but is Zia afraid of that?
I think Zia said, I don't know if it was in one of his books or something like that, if you don't score any zeros, you have a good chance at winning a tournament. So try to avoid scoring zeros. And beating 3 spades here, if partner doesn't have a fit and the spades are badly split, it's a very quick 0. Because you know your bid is dodgy at best, and if you get double there, you're dead. So I really appreciate the pass here.
Yeah, and good point about the pairs and the bottoms. And we must say that Zia is widely considered as the best or one of the best players in the world, probably one of the best. But for me, he is the best because almost all the good players have one regular partner, and Zia plays with different partners and wins with many of them, even at the highest ranked events. And this means that he just knows the game and he can win with different partners, which for most of us it's very difficult even to win with our regular partner. So it's a lot
the
about
tricky
strategy.
Underlead of the ace is back at the table. It won't work this time, but why not? Interestingly enough, the 2 minor aces are behind the kings, which you wouldn't expect from the beginning. That being said, it looks like... Oh, Zia didn't believe in it. He's... Good lead. Good lead.
It is great because Zia thinks if West has ace-10 small, he may fool him that he's got queen-jack to jump. So it was very psychological, but well done to Money for this lead. I guess he was shocked after trick 1.
Yes, because it was a really good lead, because the normal lead could be the ace of heart, and in which case the king of heart would allow declarer to discard the diamond and not to lose 2 diamonds and 2 clubs, and I think now he might have to. Take the ace of diamond, play a diamond back, and...
This was a very inspired lead which worked very well. And
wait. Now East needs to play a low diamond. It's not that easy. Let's see if he can find it.
No, but even if they promote the diamond, he will discard the 3rd club, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right.
He must not play a club, rather. Any diamond will do. Uy.
You jinxed him.
Well, I tried to help.
Wait. Oh, no.
So 3 spades mate compared to 3 hearts, how is 3 hearts doing? Maybe
I don't think anyone will not beat 3 spades. We'll see if I'm wrong about that, but it's still a 10 card fit, and it's 9 known from south.
if I tell you that there is one table playing in 2 hearts, I'm not joking. So yeah, they are not in 3 hearts, they're in 2 hearts. 140 for Zia. And
Which
Frank
is
will beat
60%, which is what it's worth. I think it's one more trick than expected, but the lead was really good, so overall it's slightly better, but from north south, I'm not surprised about that. And actually, we can see that the difference was made in the bidding, not in the play. I think East made a great lead to gain a trick, but slipped slightly in the end, which gave the trick back, unfortunately.
And just to say, 2 pairs in 2 tables in 2 hearts.
I never talked about 2 hearts, because if it's 2 hearts, my guess is that they never found the spade fit. Whereas 3 hearts means you were pushed there after they beat spades, which is much less likely, because if one of them beats spades, the other one is gonna fit. So I'm not as surprised by 2 hearts as I would be with 3 hearts. So
And are you more surprised by the 3-0 trump of Zia now?
for 3-3,
12 glamorous points. I
lots
think
of
this
what we
again,
call soft values. King, Jack, tens are very soft value with which you want to play with no trump. He really wants to receive the lead if it goes in club or in diamonds. It's a bit unusual. You might score a 0 with that, but
I think this is a very Zia bit where the opponents are not exactly sure. We see 4-3-3 and we think, okay, this is fine. But if you've played against Zia now, you think, oh, this guy probably has some long suit. He's doing something clever now. And I think it's a great bit playing pairs with such soft values, as Christoph said, that you end up in the most reasonable contract with no nothing values to get in spades. Of course, if me or Christoph beat it, they'll just lead a heart and collect 5 hearts. Partner will have 2 small, but when it's Zia, the gods are also helping.
well, or just the king of diamond would be offside, in which case trouble. Now
Yeah,
king 10 is onside.
I can see several pairs have not beat to game here, so
To be honest, it's a very lucky game. I think on that board, we can say that Zia was very lucky. But he needed king 10 of diamonds to be onside.
he's not home yet, so let's see. But he doesn't have options. He's got so many losers now that... Not so many, but at least 5.
Could he settle for down 1 by just playing the jack of diamonds, thinking if people play 4 spades, I'm already better off when people lose 2 clubs and 2 hearts at the least, so I'm as good as them.
He can. A person can, but Zia will make it. He smells these things.
The cheeky diamond discard.
Well, what do you discard? You throw your winners to keep the 5 of diamonds? Oy, oy, oy,
well done, Zia, and well done West still to keep his 3 diamonds to be completely
Yes,
fair.
he did well.
It's not gonna be good for East-West, but it's the best they could do.
Yeah. This was a very nice round, actually. I enjoyed it. A couple of tables are in 4 spades doubled, actually. Zia is the only one in 3-0 trumps. I wonder why might be the spade fit.
I wouldn't have beat Swino Trump, I believe. I don't have the... My heart is not strong enough for this type of beats.
Wow, Zia claimed amazing.
He claimed every board since then, since the beginning.
No, but 0 out of 2. Very good. Well done, him. I'm proud of him.
And indeed, he scored 100%, and they are climbing back in the ranking now at the actually 10%, but at the first position, very close to the podium. I can see that your countrymate, one of your countrymates.
Yes, one of them, and Jurica from Croatia. Jurica is actually a tournament director, EBL WBF director, and it's unusual for tournament directors to be at the top of the rankings, but it's still early days. And Dian is also a friend. He lives in Buffalo, New York. He runs the local bridge community there, very good guy. And Jurica also runs bridge community in Croatia, so they're both really helping bridge. I can see the players are laughing. What are they saying?
So let's listen. Let's have a break. I'm gonna have a break, but I'm gonna let you listen to them for until it finishes.
I cannot wait.
4333 bid was an alertable thing that we hadn't checked.
Oh, Zia is going.
We have a new agreement that it's 4333. I normally have 2 spades, but my hand looked like no trump, so I just bid it.
Okay.
I don't think it shows 4333. I think
Now
it
they
just
stop
shows
talking,
an
of
open bid,
course.
and
How
we try and get
exciting
the
that
best
is.
contract.
So I'll look at the scorecard with the travelers
Okay,
for board
Good.
6.
So I guess I did know what was going on.
So actually Zia's board now is not the top. 4 spades doubled.
Good contract on this
Was
particular
made
hand.
by Natalie Hoff playing with Hugh Johnson, the person behind New Tricks Bridge.
Well,
This is a
Other
series of
tables.
events. They have a monthly game, New Tricks Bridge. If you go to support
see.
them, you can
Oh,
also participate in this
people were
monthly
going
game.
down at 4 spades.
And
and
the
people
winner
weren't
of
bidding game.
the best scoring player from 7 consecutive sessions will play
I
with
think so. That's
Zia in
probably best.
December in the final duplicate for this year. And funnily enough,
And
Sue
Manny, have I
Johnson
met you
has won it
before? I'm not
several
sure.
times, so
I
she's
don't
the biggest
know.
contender,
Were you
but
at
I
the
guess she will
regionals in
leave her
Fairfield, New Jersey?
prize
or-
for somebody else if she wins.
No.
So the
no,
third
no,
best
probably
score
not.
for
not.
North-South
I don't
is
think
3
it might.
spades plus
Hasn't.
1, then 2
Yeah,
spades plus
Manny's been
1,
to
and
Lehigh
then
Valley
one
once. We played
person
at
went
Saucon
off
Valley.
in 3
Mostly we
Nordstrom,
play
one went
online.
off in 3 spades, 4
Although we
spades
very good.
double
How'd you
down
guys meet?
1, and 2 people actually went 2 and 3 off in.
So how did you all hear
in
about
4
this
spades.
website?
And now we start round 4. We see Alan Lipton and Fraggles. Who is Fraggles, Christoph? Fairly Fraggles. Hello. Alan Lipton is the manager of the Queen of Hearts Bridge Club from Northwest London, one of the big clubs in the area. They're now only playing online actually, but I guess they may reopen soon. Christoph, I think you are muted, my friend.
Yes, thank you about that. I was just noticing that on Frogger's profile we can see that they play. She likes to play both 5-card majors and Akov. So we're gonna have to find out what system they're playing. And the opening bid doesn't give us the answer. Let's see about that.
So now you have a problem. What do you rebid with West Hand, Christoph?
I think the normal is 2 clubs, and I would bid 2 clubs. I don't like bidding 1 no trump with singleton spade, and not really 4 hearts. So if partner bids 2 hearts, and
I
wouldn't-
generally agree, but how did you say singleton spade? It's not a singleton spade, it's the ace of spades singleton. That makes a difference. Maybe.
Maybe it does, but it's still.
But not for you. No, I'm joking, but I also like 2 clubs, but playing pairs, I think 1 no trump has merit because 2 spades, even with 5-1, if you make it, it's a big score. So I'm more like 50-50 playing pairs in between 1 and 2 clubs.
And a very good lead, because, I mean, on the diamond lead it was 9 tricks from the top. Now Declarer will have to make the diamond finesse by themselves to make 5 clubs, 3 diamonds, and 2 spades for 10 tricks, sorry.
Or maybe cash out 9.
Or maybe cash out 9, exactly. Whereas on the diamond, it was 10 tricks. On the heart lead, it was of course 9, but it's a very close to impossible beat to make with Ace-Jack-1 on lead. And you, yeah. So let's see how Declarer, if Declarer finesses or not. Should you? What's the reasoning in that type of situation, whether you should finesse or not finesse?
Well, I think that one of the problems is that if you discover the club situation, now going for the diamond finesse like the position is now, you also need to cash the king of spades, and then it is basically a Russian roulette if the finesse doesn't work. So if you go for the diamond finesse, you need to do it immediately before the club, so you keep the ace of clubs as an entry to the spades. This is what I'm thinking now out loud.
So wait, you win the ace of spades, and then how do you go to dummy?
Diamond to the ace and diamond finesse, so
Okay.
I at least keep the spade.
But
But again, the hearts
not
are
gonna
so
take it.
dodgy.
Yeah, too risky.
No, he's playing Zia. He wants to make his contract. I think
But
this is fun.
kudos to Zia for not leading a diamond. I would have led a diamond. Unbeat suit, 4 of them. Well done.
Yes, and also pay attention that from Queen Jack 6-3 he led the 6 because he didn't want to expose the spade position to make it too obvious. And then he's hoping that partner will work it out if he needs to.
And a well-deserved 83% for that. Actually, down to 75. Nobody made the 10 tricks we talked about.
It's more or less, yeah.
Actually, most people played from East Hand. Because indeed the 1-no trump was unusual. Most people beat 2 clubs. And 1-no trump, it's true, avoided the heart lead. So that's why the good lead didn't pay off. Because otherwise it's a heart lead and you kind of lose the first 4 tricks.
That is an interesting hand. Zia open 1 heart, 10 points, but huge playing value, so I think this is straightforward. But what do you think of the overcall? Are you doubling or 2 clubs?
So I've got, what, 18 points, 5-4-3-1, with ace to 4. I don't mind either. I like 2 clubs, but I don't mind double. Both are fine for me.
I also agree with you 50-50. The only concern I have about 2 clubs is that if they say beat 2 hearts, then pass to me, I need to double, and then if partner beats diamonds, it's awkward. So if I double, partner says nothing, I beat clubs, and this sounds more less dangerous.
But the issue is if partner beats 2 diamonds, what do you do then?
Well, I beat 3 clubs, it's okay. I can do up to 3 clubs, but over 3 diamonds, I'm stuck. So here also interesting over the double, maybe there is some merit for redouble, so you don't need to guess what to do later. If you redouble assist, then partner knows you've got points and they can raise your beat another suit maybe. So Zia doubled with only 10 points. For some this may look aggressive, but in playing pairs, I guess he likes to reopen and collect 300 somehow if partner has a big hand.
East is kind of doing all the heavy lifting here. West doesn't want to bid 4 clubs, and East found a third bid with double,
la la.
which
there is a lot of action here.
which works. I mean, partner has Jack to 4 in clubs, so that's great.
Frank should be wondering what's going on. Everybody bidding like mad, and I have 7 points in my hand.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So what happens here? Declare needs to open up the spades and have some hearts. But she can only do one of those, I think.
And opening up the spades is a bit scary.
Yeah, it's scary, but considering you don't have enough from control, if you go to rough hearts, you need to rough diamonds, and then you cannot set up the spades. I think the best play is heart, rough, and now a spade. And also, when you play in the beginning spades, opponents rarely think they can get a rough there, and they play another suit. So if she plays spades once, maybe she can end up with 11 tricks.
So Zia played the king of hearts here. Can you tell us why? I can't.
I guess the main reason is to hide points and to represent that he's got more points in other suits, so Declare makes a wrong finesse or wrong guess somewhere. Because sure, the South has the queen. Which is a bit dodgy because Zia is marked with 6 cards and South has only 2, but Zia doesn't know that, what Declare knows, so I think it's tried to fool Declare, but here it doesn't matter much. Now Declare decided to draw trumps, which is exposing her to some danger, because if the opponents, now when she plays a spade, Frank must jump with the king and play a heart. Let's see what will happen, but her 9 of hearts, it's kind of protecting the situation, so she must not rough then.
Should Zia duck this one?
I don't think it matters much.
So it's now that you're suggesting to duck the dish?
It was indifferent when Frank is playing, but now again, I think she must duck. Now when Frank ducks once, then Declare will lose the 2 hearts from her hand.
No, because Declare could cash the ace of diamond and then discard on the king of diamonds. It's getting tricky, but...
Well, yeah, when we see all the hands, yeah, definitely.
Okay, Frank didn't find the play of ducking, so now Declare can pitch a heart on the spade and will concede another heart for 10 tricks.
I think 10 tricks is fair enough, considering they could have been 9 or 11. All clubs making, everybody will be pleased, or at least East-West. What happens in 3 hearts though? In 3 hearts you lose a spade, a couple of diamonds, a club, a heart, 2 hearts maybe, so 3 hearts was going 1 or 2 off. So 130 should be a good score for East-West. What are the other tables playing? Someone in 3 clubs, 3 hearts doubled. That will be interesting at table 2. Someone is in 4 spades and someone is in 5 clubs doubled. Wow. There are no 2 tables that play the same contract from what I see.
So 25%, so that was good for East-West. If we look at the other tables who finished so far, well, just scoring on your side was good. Some 3-no trump, 5 clubs. Some people let 2 hearts play. Some people going 4 spades in a 4-3 fit. I guess in the situation that you described, maybe it was 1 heart, 2 clubs, pass, 2 hearts double. Let's check actually. 1 heart double, 1-no trump. Okay, 2 spades by West. Maybe a bit aggressive here. And then East, of course, couldn't stop before game. So I guess the 2 exciting one about that you were talking about are still playing.
Yes.
3 hearts double. How is this looking?
Well, 2-off is looking good for north-south. 1-off should be looking 2-off. Sorry, good for east-west, and 1-off good for north-south.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think as soon as East-West score, they get at least 50%, is my feeling. So,
well, yeah, 100 will be okay, but 300 will be grand.
is there some kind of quiz? I don't think there is.
No, they need the king of spades in North's hands to squeeze. But no, they can. No, he needs to draw the trump now.
Yeah, he could play king of diamond, jack of diamond if there was no trump outside. Okay, down 1.
Down 1 for 100, and we have just one more table in play that is in 4 spades by West.
So we had a look at 4 spades earlier and it didn't seem like it was making.
But it is making here.
It is indeed.
Yeah, the defender Nascu claimed 0 out of the last 5 tricks, so this should be a quick accept. I don't know why they're not accepting yet. Okay, they just finished, so we are now moving in a few seconds for the 5th round. How are Zia and Frank doing? What is their score now, Christoph?
So they've got 61% and they went down to the 6th position after this 8th board that wasn't great. And they are 5% behind the podium and 16% behind the leaders. And we are halfway through after this board. So 4-4-4-1, that's an interesting distribution. We hate this distribution usually. 18 points. Kind of have to open one club. Some would open 1-no trump, but it's a bit too strong and the distribution is a bit not balanced. So I think one club makes sense. And when you play with Zia, probably for the first time, you don't want to be the clever guy opening 1-no trump. You let Zia do that stuff and you play down in the middle.
Yeah, it will be a bit offensive if you open 1-no trump every other. But here in favor of the one club, I would say the 4-4 in the majors, because if you open 1-no trump, partner often passes with a few points and 4-card majors. That way you can find a fit 4-4 that you cannot otherwise. So if I had a singleton in the majors, singleton queen, I would be tempted to open 1-no trump, but here I think it would have been very silly to do that.
And the rest is pretty straightforward. He decided to splinter in his stiff queen, which is acceptable, definitely.
And what now? What do you do with Ziasen?
I think I would sign off. I don't know if he should. Oh!
He's got a maximum hand. How can... He's got 10 points and 5 hearts. If Zia signs off now, his bridge license will be taken away. So this is
yeah, but 10 points, among which 5 are in diamonds. So the ace looked like a fine card, but it would be better if it was another ace.
Well, yes, but then it's perfect. With 5 hearts, no, for me it's easy. I'll definitely go ahead. I understand your concerns, but I think that is not the hand. I'll sign off in 4 hearts. The slam is not bad at all, but
maybe I thought a bit too quickly. As it happened, it's a slam that is very close to 50%, I guess. It's a club finesse, isn't it? Or some good news in spades, the lead of spades, and you can discard. It's more than 50%, definitely.
Yeah, you might have some diamonds in that case, but still, I think there is so much meat in this. We all have played plenty of slams that are much worse than that. What I can say is that everybody else is in 4 hearts, and one pair has even stopped in 3 hearts. So this will be a top or bottom, and the good lead for the defense. This is John Kirkham and Barry Tankel from London. They're players from the Ackle Bridge Club.
So I think it's gonna go down because I think Zia is gonna play King of Spade, Ace of Spade, Spade Ruffed, making it if the Queen of Spade is stiff, second or third.
But no, Christoph, with this lead, it's not enough maybe because he needs to have so many diamonds.
You're right. So he kind of needs the club finesse.
Yeah, I think, although we don't like to take finesses to make our contracts, Zia will realize that this is the best chance and quickly go off.
So what happened at the other tables?
Look at this, he's clever, this guy. At the other tables, everybody apart from one pair is in 4 hearts, one is in 3 hearts, and one is still beating it, so we'll see.
No, but I mean, how did they stop in 4 hearts?
Oh, you mean what was the auction? So
because you said that North bid was obvious, and if it is, it means that
a clapper heart, 4 hearts. I think this splinter was on the bottom end of the strength described because part of the 18 points is the queen, and also when you jump like that for a splinter, it more often shows 5-4, so the 5-4 has more playing tricks than the 4-4-4-1. So I don't think the splinter is wrong, but it was at the bottom end of the range, so I think this is what.
Yes, and once again, it wasn't such a bad slam. So
no, it's a great slam for someone like me. This is a great slam. Most of the slams I played, I don't even depend on finesse. I just go down. One more pair beat 6 hearts. The Bulgarians, Niki Yaninsky and Niki Vasilev. Niki means success, but I don't think it will mean success on board 9 for them.
And that's enough for this video. We'll pick up the second board of this set in the next. See you then.